run it all. I wake up. Yeah. I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet, tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up, I wake up, flex, thumb down now, check, no drip, just wet, tell him run it up, no sleep, no rest, might crash, might wreck, but first I stretch, tell him run it up. 9 out of 10 roll through my hands, I'm by my lonely. Turned to a savage, now my baby wants to hold me. I love my fans, don't need no friends, I got my homies. Thought I could trust you, I find out you tried to zone me. I'm number one up on that court, I'm Nick McGrady. The first one in, the last one out, can't call me lazy. Put in my hours, send the invoice and they pay me. I need 6 rings like MJ and Tom Brady.
We are here in the lab, and we have with us Coach Tisha, who just popped in, Coach Fritz, and also Coach Julius Hall.
The great one.
Wow.
Coach Stud is not here with us tonight. Coach Stud is not here. But we do have a topic. We're hoping Coach Stud is watching the show, because actually it was a segment that was called Coach Fritz and Coach Stud. Bracket autopsy. Bracket autopsy for March Madness. It was Coach Stud and Coach Fritz. We were going to be dealing with that. Coach Stud is not here, but we have Coach Fritz. What's your autopsy, Coach Fritz?
Man, my bracket got busted. I'm listening to Coach Stud saying North Carolina. He got North Carolina all right. It's North Carolina State. So, we got North Carolina. It's North Carolina State. But the men's bracket for me has been a bust. The women's, yes. He said take Auburn. All right. Auburn was gone. First time that Auburn got taken out by Yale. So that was crazy for me. But my bracket has just been busted. I kept telling
Coach Stud, I apologize.
I kept telling Jay, mute him.
He been talking trash about you all week.
My bracket is busted. He made me mess up my bracket.
Oh gosh.
And yes, Coach. And Coach Fritz has said Coach Stud must be muted. He must be muted. That's what Coach Fritz has said. He must be muted. So I'm just putting it out there. That's what Coach Fritz has said. So that is the autopsy. Well, if any one of y'all want to add y'all autopsy with regards to March Madness, that is fine. Coach Julius Hall, if you got an autopsy that you want, your observation, what has happened?
Well, no, I can't wait till tomorrow. Hopefully I'm settled. I don't know whether I'll be settled at 9 o'clock because I'm probably going out to dinner. But I would love to see that game tomorrow night. But I don't know whether I'm going to be in time. Hopefully I'll get in by halftime.
Okay. All right. And with regards to this now, Tamika Reed, her name has been thrown about with the various universities, and they say Jackson State is going to come up with the money. Jackson State going to come up with the money for Tamika, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, they should come up. I mean, when you're on the smaller programs, they can't pay you like the big programs, and I'm sure that anything that you do in life, you're trying to elevate. So it's not just a matter of pride or what you call that loyalty is about elevating yourself. Also, she didn't start there. She probably coached Little League, then she went to high school, then she went to college. So the next level is a bigger college and probably the WNBA or something. But the WNBA don't even pay what the colleges pay. But you're trying to elevate yourself. So you can't blame her if she take the money, because Jackson State is not going to be able to compete with these bigger schools, because guess what? This girl is a Don Staley. So she's going to be given those offers, and she got to take them. So nobody can't be mad with her.
Well, they're
All
gonna
right.
be mad at her the same way they was mad at
Dawn.
Ed. What's his name? That went to Colorado.
Oh, Dion.
They don't have the money, which is why they lost Dion.
Exactly. You're trying to elevate. It ain't about that loyalty. It's about me coming here doing what I can do. And if I do, it's going to make the school look better. And then you're going to elevate, and I'm going to elevate out of here. You know.
I mean, I don't personally think they're doing it on purpose by not paying these people. I just think they don't have it.
Yeah.
They don't have the enrollment. They just don't have it. I mean, had Dion probably stuck it out maybe another 2 years, maybe they could have increased the enrollment a little better to get the money. But unfortunately, I think they're going to lose her the same way they did Dion.
Yeah.
All right.
Agreed.
So we now move on because again, you know, those other institutions have foundations, and so y'all know that's what comes into play with again the NIL and all the monies like that. But then we got somebody else on the horizon. Somebody else, they're throwing some things out there, and they are saying, "Hey, wait a minute." They're looking at. For a second, look at what's coming up. NFL GMs have shown an interest in DJ Burns. They have an interest in DJ Burns, who is from North Carolina. The North Carolina that Coach Stud told Coach Fritz to support. Oh, excuse me, UNC, not North Carolina State. But go ahead, Coach Fritz. What's your thoughts with regard to now people looking at DJ Burns saying, hey, possibly him playing NFL?
I like it for him that they're looking at him for the NFL. But if I was him, I'll go to play basketball and play ball, get the guaranteed money, you know.
Well, yeah, he's already said basketball is his first love and only love right now. He's not interested in the NFL. As I wouldn't be either. You get that guaranteed money from the NBA.
Charlie Ward was very smart. He won the Heisman Trophy, but he knew he wasn't gonna make the guaranteed money that he made in the NBA. Great move for him. Great decision.
Which
That's
is crazy.
correct.
All right. And Coach Julius Hall.
Well, I like him to be smart too. This guy is a hustler. Y'all know he got vending machines and all kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's hustling in college.
Mm-hmm.
You know, him and his dad, they're in business. So you got to admire this kid and respect him. If he says he wants to go, NFL is nothing guaranteed there. And then the linemen's, your lifetime in the NFL is 4 or 5 years. You might as well go on to the NBA where you get the guaranteed contract. Go there and do what you love to do. You love playing the game. Like you said the other day, when he stopped loving the game, he'll stop playing the game.
Right.
You know, so, yeah.
And, you know, the NBA has guaranteed money after 5 years. He gets a pension. So.
And he's very different from Zion. Even though they're two big guys, this kid can move with that weight on him. Whereas Zion is not as fast with that amount of weight on him.
Okay.
I give him a lot of credit. He's the main reason for North Carolina's state success. Not North Carolina.
No question.
He beat North Carolina. He beat Duke. They lost 4 games in a row until the ACC tournament came, and he just elevated his game. And from then on, they won 10 games straight, and it's because of him. And he reminds me, his moves remind me of Joker, because when they double team him, he passes it out. If they don't, he takes it inside. So he got an inside and outside game, and he does shoot the ball. So even Joker was like, I like his game. So he's good. He's real good. And I'm happy for him to make the right decision.
Now, we're gonna put out a caveat. What is about to be discussed is not the opinion of Ebony sports reporters, but it is the opinion of Coach Tisha. Coach Tisha, she has an issue with certain people. Y'all have now understand she has issues with certain people. So it is not the opinion of Ebony sports reporters, and it is Coach Tisha time right here.
Ooh.
Milwaukee Bucks. 30-13 under one coach. At that point, it was 14-13 under another coach who they just brought in. So, Coach Tisha, what's your...
Well, that's what they get for jumping the gun. My thing is, you gonna listen to the player or you gonna listen to the coaches? Listening to the players is what got you where you at now. I don't think the Bucks, even if the Bucks make it into the, obviously they're gonna make it into the playoff. They're not going nowhere. Like, it's a wrap. Now, it could be because Doc started sort of late in the game. I mean, I like Doc, but I also look at Doc's record. Like, let's be clear of what is on his record and what you want to be on his record is not the same.
He doesn't have the same talent he had at Boston, where they were motivated. He came in and he motivated them to win a championship. This league is different than when he won the championship with Boston. It's a little bit different. I can't believe that you got all that talent and y'all can't win.
I mean, you see what they do in the day. They literally running the hell out of him, which is why he on the bench now. Like, you for magic tricks. Like, no. He was supposed to come in and even it out. He's doing all the work.
Okay. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, when you do dumb shit,
Oh, Lord.
things happen. Why would you coach? Why would you fire a coach that's 30-13? Why would you fire?
Yeah.
You got to tell the ball players, hey, we pay you. Shut up and get to work.
There you go.
If you don't play right, nobody else gonna like you anyway.
Yeah.
You know, so you got to come out here and perform. If you want to throw a game and numbers down and all that, ain't nobody gonna want you. So you got to come out here and perform. This the coach, deal with it.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, but when you do dumb stuff, stuff happens.
Wow, it's kind of intense here. All right. We got Coach Charles Morris joining us. Coach Charles Morris, how you doing?
Man, I'm good. I just took a break, man. Like Julius, I had to let Julius know, man. I'm doing all this work, man. I'm out to this kitchen busting some suds. But I ain't let y'all know I ain't forgot about y'all, man.
Thank you.
All right. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You got
And good
30
evening,
jobs.
everybody. What you say, Mr. Hall?
You got 30 jobs, isn't it?
Man, I ain't got but two, man. The city and down here, Husk on Overthought.
Oh,
You ever heard of that restaurant, Husk?
Yeah, the Husk.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, that's where I'm at. Yeah, that's where I'm at.
I was there the other day. Y'all got a weird person working in the front up there.
Man, they got some weird people, period. That's not compliments of Ebony Sports Report now. That's just compliments.
Thank you.
But man, y'all have a good show, man. And I'm gonna tell everybody in here about the show, man. I'm trying to get them to share, you know.
Yeah, appreciate it. Yes, indeed.
All right. We catch you later.
And I'll be off next Thursday, man. I'll be with y'all, man.
All right.
Coach T, y'all all right?
Yes.
All right.
Coach Fritz.
Yeah. I see you.
All right, man. Y'all have a good night, man. I'm gonna be watching from up there busting them suds.
All right.
Okay.
Keep grinding, though. Keep grinding.
You know it.
And so we now come to the UFL. The UFL, bam, they opened up. The UFL opened up. They did some miraculous things this weekend. The UFL. So we're gonna check it out. One of them, record breaking.
Good snap. Good hold. Line drive kick, and it is good.
64 yards, Coach Julius Hall. They say some GMs are not calling the punting. What's going on, Coach Julius Hall? What's your thoughts?
Well, you got a lot of talent all over the world in these games, you know? So you just got to be able to find that talent. You know, he's not the worst players in the world. Look where Warren Moon came from, you know, the Canadian Football League, you know, Doug Flutie, you know, all these players came from another league and they were outstanding in the NFL. So, like I said, the difference between going to the Super Bowl and staying home is sometimes a missed tackle or a drop ball. You know, so talent is everywhere. You just got to get, you know, like I said, if it was one more round in the 1984 draft, the Atlanta Hawks was taking me.
I'd have loved that.
Laughing?
I'd have loved that.
He was tickling me.
Jamal, you not froze. You know that if it was one more round in the 84 draft, the Hawks already said they were taking.
Wow.
The opinion of Coach Julius Hall is the opinion of Coach Julius Hall. Okay. All right. All righty.
Wow.
Okay. So we move on to Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz.
The USFL is doing good things. They're giving players opportunities that they didn't get in the NFL to play. Like you said, talent. Julius said, talent is everywhere. So
he's doing what Ice Cube trying to do.
So when they most of the people from the NFL, from the USFL, from the UFL, they're gonna get picked up by the NFL because they're gonna get the contract.
It depends on their age, I'm sure.
Two or three of them already in the NFL already. They played last year in the XFL. So there's at least 2-3 players that are in the NFL right now.
Well,
so
you know, the NFL is good for killing a career now. They don't care.
Wow.
Definitely career killers. So I mean, the NBA is just as guilty, and it's you know, it's good to see that there are teams out there like that.
Look what Tony Mitchell just said.
We see you, Tony Mitchell.
He said was not outstanding.
Doug Flutie was okay. I bet you the reason I say outstanding is this. You know his name.
Yeah.
You know Doug Flutie.
Yes.
You know how many quarterbacks done came through there who you can't call their name? You
lot.
know Doug Flutie's name.
Yeah.
So he had to have been doing some things to get there, not just at Boston College. He did a little in the NFL.
Okay. All right. That's it. Then get
come on the show. That's what you need to do, Tony. You need to come on the show. That's what you need to do.
Things get a little controversial. And so it's going to get a little controversial right now. We hope not. But again, we just put it out there. What's about to happen again is not Ebony Sports Reports, but we just report information. And this is something that some of y'all love dearly.
Please rise for our national anthem.
Oh God! Who got fired?
Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts, Coach Julius Hall?
Hey, it was just it was a drag between switching over. Sometimes that happened to us. It's a technical error. You know, whoever was playing that music, they were playing. I'm sure they weren't playing that in the stadium either now, in the arena, you know, with those words in it. You know, and we want Facebook to know that ain't us. That was
right.
You know? Right. So yeah, they because I think we just came off a 90-day suspension yesterday. So yeah, I think from Charlie Brown getting us, he got us a 90-day suspension. Yeah, but somebody might get fired because you can't let that happen. And if the computers are lagging and dragging, sometimes, you know, you think you done clicked over and you ain't clicked over yet. That sound's still playing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha, the song should have even been queued up anyway?
No.
You're at work. You're supposed to listen to that after work. You playing that, and then you the national anthem. You crew that. Like, oh, my bad.
Not even that. All the children you had in that
Thing.
Come on. No.
Women in there. Talk about shake your booty. That's another thing too. Come on.
Nah, that was a huge mistake. Would think the person is fired. And if they have fired, there's been enough complaints online already that I'm sure they will be.
All righty. So we're gonna still keep it to the NBA. And now this is dealing with Wemby.
And bigger guys. Now Wemby in the lane. Scoop it up and in. Nicely done. Victor Wembanyama averaging 21 per game and 10 rebounds. Jokic. Oh, and he's rejected. Wemby sat on that one. Over to Champagny. And Wemby after it. No, put it up and in. Yes. Jokic is out on the break. Here he comes. Oh, and he rams it home. Take that.
They tried to soft layup the time before, and he didn't mess around that one.
Henri Wall.
So they say Wemby is the closest to come to a quad double in the NBA in decades. So Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
I can see that.
He's gonna deserve the Rookie of the Year. Him and Joker, that was a good battle.
Yeah.
Joker just had to say, hey, I'm the big dog right now. You come in. But after the game, you see Joker talking to him and giving him some advice, which I thought that was kind of cool. I thought that was kind of cool. But yeah, that was
as long as they build around him like they should. I mean, he should be great. That's the whole reason why you got him, right? Let's just see if the team itself actually builds him a team that he can work with. Because the rest of the teams, they know what's out there. They already trying to figure out how to guard and block him. It's only a matter of time before they too get him just as tall as he is.
All right. So, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, he's impressed me. I didn't think that he would do as well as he's doing. He has impressed me. And I think that if they bring in a couple of good shooters, one great ball handler, they might win several NBA championships with this kid. The stars are going to want to go there and play with him in a minute.
Yeah.
So everything will be heading that way after a while.
All right. And so
didn't Atlanta get rid of Trae Young? Excuse me.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Well, Trae will be awesome out there with him.
Hold on. That's not Ebony Sports Reporters.
Well, it's bound to happen.
Just letting you know.
And Coach Tony Mitchell said that, again, it's great sportsmanship always coming from the Nuggets. That's what he said. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to a commercial right now. And this is Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Julius Hall, Coach Fritz, Coach Tisha.
Hi, I'm Katie Brewington and I'm running for Magistrate Court Judge. Magistrate Court is often called the People's Court because people represent themselves or are pro se litigants. Magistrate Court handles civil claims up to $15,000, dispossessory proceedings, pre-warrant applications, and good behavior bonds. I'm a great candidate for judge because I have the experience, compassion, and drive to get the job done. I have been a probation officer, a criminal defense attorney, a solicitor, and a municipal court judge, and I will take all of that experience to get the job done. So remember, vote Katie Brewington, May 21st, from Magistrate.
Ebony Sports Reporters, we are back. And we say support our advertisers. Davis Johnson Bozeman Law Firm with offices in Savannah, Atlanta, and Statesboro. One Price Cleaners, located in the Farmers Market in Garden City on Highway 80. Kim's Cafe, 714 MLK Jr. Boulevard. And Chef's Food and Gas at Styles and Gwinnett Street in Savannah, Georgia. Don't ride by, stop by. And so, again, we do that because we got the homies. We got the homies here, and we got, we got to show some love to the homies right now. And we're going to get into it because it leads up into what we all know with regards to March Madness. And we got one of our homies.
Savannah's own.
This is beautiful. Ooh. Ooh.
They were stunned by Flage from Savannah, Georgia, from the Port City. They were stunned by Flage. Coach Tisha, with that move that they pulled, she pulled bam. What's your thoughts, Coach Tisha?
Oh, she's nice now. She's definitely worth watching.
Very,
that was a hot play, though.
that was a hot play. Very nice move. You know, she got blocked, then she said, okay, let me take it back out. Okay, now I'm going to try it again.
Mm-hmm.
The women's basketball has been very, very good this year.
Excellent.
Very, very, very good.
Had me glued to the TV, and I don't normally watch them like that.
I just realized something. Coach Julius Hall is going to probably let us know, and if Charles Morris is here, he will confirm that Coach Julius Hall had pulled a move like that also. But Coach Julius Hall, go ahead. What's your thoughts, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, I did pull a couple of moves a little bit more fancier than that. Y'all had to know that she probably was watching me a few years ago in the rec game here when she was sitting on the sideline watching. So she knew how to get through those players like that by watching me.
Right.
You know, so yeah, that she watching the homie. You know. She stepped her game up. She was playing with fire in that last game, and I really enjoyed watching her play. She really stepped her game up.
Yes, she was a dog.
And see that's that it factor. When you feel, when you can feel it, I got it. You can't do nothing with me. And players got to have that. You just can't go out there because you got a little talent and think, okay, here, no, go get it. Challenge somebody. If they beat you, they beat you. But you got the half of the win is making the people think that they can't beat you. And you done won half of the fight right there.
Agreed.
Okay, I knew I made a mistake because I knew he is a playground. He is a playground legend in Savannah, Georgia.
That's correct.
But okay, we'll move on. So the word is the Houston Texans are now in the driver's seat to threaten the Kansas City Chiefs and also the Baltimore Ravens. Coach Julius Hall, Stephon Diggs is now right there, going to be right there with C.J. Stroud. Bam, trade happened. Blockbuster trade for some people.
Yeah, I like that. Well, we know one thing. Buffalo won't be in the mix to challenge them. You don't get rid of a player. See, Stephon had it.
Yes.
You don't get rid of it players. You don't get rid of it players. He's the kind of guy that tell you I'm fit to beat you and beat you.
Yes.
He's a trash talker, and he's good at what he do. He backs up his talk. You don't get rid of players like that. What was Buffalo thinking about? I have no idea. But I can tell you this. I don't know whether CJ Stroud is going to be able to do anything with him down there. I hope that they can. I would love to go and I would love to see them rise like that with these young boys.
Agreed.
Okay. So, Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz, they're saying that there have been issues in Buffalo with regard to CJ and with regards to Josh and with regards to coaching and with regards to, again, the operation there. So what's your thoughts on all of that?
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, I can see that.
Especially, sorry to cut you off. Especially once they said Josh found out about it the same time we did. I'm like, how is that possible? How the quarterback find out about it the same thing? But the GM try to say some mess like because he's on the West Coast and whatever. You wake him up, yo. This is what's happening.
The it factor. You trade away 2 of your wide receivers. I'm trying to figure out what are you doing. You don't have a running back. You don't have a running game. You're gonna draft a bunch of. They think they're gonna do the same thing as Kansas City. Everybody follows a formula. They go, okay, we let Tyreek Hill go. We're gonna get these young kids and then pray, get the refs to give us some calls and pray that we get to the Super Bowl. Yes, I said it, Julius. I said that. But like I said, the quarterback is not it. Yes, he dropped the ball sometimes here and there, but he is it. The wide receivers normally take the blame for a quarterback making a bad pass or anything like that. But he is a dog. He is the it factor. Minnesota had to wait to get Jeffries before they were relevant again because they let Taphon Diggs go from Minnesota. They didn't want to pay him his money. You know what I'm saying? And
Fritz, what did they think about by paying the quarterback all that money last year and then getting rid of his weapons this year? Well, I mean, it seems like somebody's in collusion. Somebody in Buffalo should be fired.
Yes.
Well, it's gonna be interesting because I'm like, y'all wanted Josh to pull a rabbit out of a hat this last season. What do you expect in this coming season when you just took everybody away from him?
Yeah.
I don't think Josh had that oomph that Stephon needed him to have. He wasn't. I don't know if it was fear or he just didn't believe enough within himself. He didn't have that, as Julius would say, that Stephon needed him to have when he got down there on the field. And I think at that point it was like, all right, I want out. I think he wanted out.
Well,
okay.
CJ Stroud has that it factor. That whole team.
Well, he's young, so he's hungry for it. He's got all the naysayers out here. I mean, look at the team he ended up going to in the first place. Look at all the backlash they've gotten over the last, 5 years. So he wants it bad enough. And I think he's definitely got enough weapons to get it.
Oh, they're going to get it. Great coach, great quarterback. You made the playoff. Your division was suspect. Now you got talent. Oh, yeah, you're going to own the division.
Okay. So now we're going, because we know it's crystal ball time. What do you foresee in your crystal ball with regard to certain NFL quarterbacks? What do you foresee right now, Coach Tisha and Coach Fritz, your crystal ball?
As far as what, though? Foresee as far as what?
Guess what? Whatever. You know that Kirk Cousins is going to be the man. Yeah, I'm like,
no.
Aaron Rodgers is the greatest leader of the Jets in God knows how long since Rex Ryan and stuff is going to say crystal ball.
I see that.
I don't see that. And I'm a Jet fan, but
I'm just throwing it out there. Whoa, any quarterback, what do you foresee? Because that's what's going on with your crystal ball.
Jaden Daniels from LSU. Jay,
we back?
We back? What happened?
Yeah.
No frozen.
Yeah.
Well, Jaden Daniels.
Because Aaron Rodgers ain't like what you had said, Tisha.
CJ Strauss is gonna, for the future, crystal ball, he's gonna propel even more because he got weapons now. Jalen Hurts is gonna have a better season because he's not gonna be hurt. I don't know what my Cowboys are gonna do, but I have faith in Dak. Let's see what happens. And
Okay.
Carson Wentz, he's going to the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Hey, you better hope Patrick don't get hurt because if he comes in, I don't think he can make it. He could get them to the championship. Just a FYI.
I think for me, when it comes to the Jets with Aaron Rodgers, I think Aaron needs to focus on football and leave all this outside noise alone. The fact that he got his hand in too many other pots that don't reflect on football is an issue within itself. I think the Jets need to do better with their picks, especially their relief, as they say, quarterback. It's just, I don't know. I'm still a Jet fan, but I still got a big question mark. As far as Cowboys, I think the Cowboys are just horrible. I think the fact that they haven't done anything in this offseason worth paying attention to is a reflection as to how they're going to look when the season starts. As far as, the rest of the quarterbacks out there, I mean, it's looking good. I'm excited about the season. I actually can't wait. There's a couple of games of teams that I'm not even fans of that I might have to venture out to.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be.
Pittsburgh for sure.
Pittsburgh for sure.
Coach Julius Hall.
My crystal ball cracked.
Okay.
Because I don't see I don't want to go to the game and walk out not feeling good about the team. But I got season tickets to Atlanta, and Stud and Jamar be fighting me for the seat on who going.
Not if they're not good.
You'll give them away if they ain't good.
Yeah, I'll be going down to Charlotte and get some of them $15 tickets. That's what we supposed to have been checking in to see what Charlotte tickets are. But my crystal ball is broke right now, and I don't have any forecast because I got to super glue it back.
Okay. All right. And so then now we come to what do you foresee for March Madness, men and women, Coach Julius Hall?
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you got North Carolina, got two teams in it. They're men's and women. You got UConn with their two teams in it. Let me go to the ladies. The ladies, it'll be South Carolina and UConn. South Carolina and Iowa. I think Iowa edges UConn just because of Caitlin. She has the team playing well around her. She elevates those players. And I don't think that the superstar over there on UConn's team is going to be able to get her players up. They're disciplined in Iowa, and Iowa program will go to the trash after Caitlin leaves. She's a one-in-a-lifetime generational player, and you won't see Iowa back in after a while. In the men's, and then in the championship, South Carolina will put a clamp on her and pull out the win for Don Staley's championship. In the men's, North Carolina State, the way they're playing, can beat Purdue. If this boy don't get in trouble fouling Big Zach, was sneaking girls in his dorm room the other day too. Y'all saw that. And so, and Alabama could upset UConn, but UConn playing on a different level right now, so I can't go with that. I got to go with UConn playing North Carolina State, and then I'm not even gonna pick one because if North Carolina State get there, I want them to win.
Okay. All right. So, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, men and women, what do you foresee?
For the men's, UConn versus North Carolina. North Carolina State University.
You make a distinction. Okay.
But with experience, and you was a champion last year, it's hard to repeat, but I think UConn could pull it out. And for the women, I have UConn beating Iowa, South Carolina beating North Carolina State, and South Carolina taking it all. But that's going to be a much-watched TV, the UConn versus Iowa, because I just give Gino Ariamo the experience because you've been there so many times. That's the only reason why I have UConn a slight head over Iowa, because I seen he has 6 players that's out, and you made it to the Final Four with 6 players that's in. So that's the only reason why I give him the nod right now.
I actually agree with all his picks.
Okay. All right. Okay. And we'll be moving on. Coach Julius Hall. We got something for you now because we know you're going to be down with it. You're going to be down with this, Coach Julius Hall.
Yes.
Yes.
Cincinnati Cyclones made history starting for the first time ever, all black lineup in pro hockey. Coach Julius Hall. And we got this treat for you, Coach Julius Hall, because now you're going to recognize, you're going to be a part of, we know you're going to be a part of it. We know you got the love for it now.
History tonight in Cincy. For the first time ever in pro hockey, 5 black skaters in the starting lineup. Number 2, Landon Cato and Jalen Smerrick on defense with Josh Burnside, Kyle Bowlers, and Elijah Gonsalves. All 5 out on the ice to start it off for Jason Payne's Cyclones.
They're black, Coach Julius Hall. They're black. Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz, what's your excitement with regard to this?
What took so long? We in the 21st century.
Well, one thing I could say is kudos to them. You're going to put the best players on the ice to help your team win a game. And if they're talented enough, they put the time in, they deserve to play, and, let them play.
And maybe now more children that look like us will be more motivated to play and feel like they can go and be professional other than when the Olympics come around. So, yeah, kudos to them.
All right, Coach Julius Hall.
Well, y'all know I pay attention to everything, right?
Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay.
Only one of those players looked black.
Here we go.
Only one of those players looked black. And what league is that? That's not the NHL. That looked like the team in the black. That looked like the team they were playing. That looked like the team that played the Ghost Pirates. I've seen them uniforms before.
It's still professional hockey. It's
right. But that's where it was, though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Also, that team looked familiar. Look what I got.
Right. So now you become a season ticket holder to the Ghost Pirates. Yes. Coach Juzo. Season ticket holder.
Nope.
To the Ghost. Huh?
Nope. That's where my wife at right now. Took the grandkids there to see the Ghost Pirates. Free
okay.
Tickets. It's free tickets.
Oh, Lord.
My wife ain't going to see no hockey.
We are breaking boundaries. We're breaking boundaries. That's what we're doing. That's what we escalating. We're going up. And so that's why we got something for you. We got some white chocolate for you. We got some white chocolate.
Obi Trice, real name, no gimmicks. 2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside. 2 trailer park girls go round the outside, round the outside, round the outside.
Guess who's back? Back again. Shady's back. Tell a friend. Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back? Guess who's back?
A little bit of weed mixed with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart my heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at that.
Yeah, let's do it. Just cause everybody doing what they all do. If one thing I know, I fall apart, I grow. I'm walking down this road of mine, this road that I go home. So am I wrong? Thinking that we could be something for real. Now am I wrong?
Pass out. You fake like you're going to Giannis and hit it with your right. I like it. He just didn't get enough on it, but it still got to Dame.
And I just realized I made another mistake again.
When you supposed to be getting another player?
The elbow pass, we know that Julius Hall did that back in 1980. We know that's about to come up in 1980. Julius Hall did the elbow pass before Jason did. Before White Chocolate did it, that was done by, and you see Halliburton, he went ahead, Tyrese, he went and did it, recently, but Julius Hall preceded all of them. So we're going to go to Coach Fritz on this first. What y'all think about Jason White Chocolate?
I love this game. Loved him when he first came out. Loved everything about his game. He was good. He was good. He went to Florida, and he was doing his thing in Florida. And then when he went to Miami. But when he went to the NBA, man, those passes, him in Sacramento was beautiful. He just elevated the game. He made it more exciting. The NBA was exciting at that time to watch him play.
They need that now. They need that level of excitement now versus the whining and complaining and crying and all this foolishness going on.
He inspired the professor for N1. He inspired him, because when I tell you, if Julius did that, it was must watch TV.
That's correct. Well, I'm gonna tell you something though. Imagine where I'd be at right now. Imagine if they would have let my crossover go back then. Now they don't need carry. There's no such thing as a carry unless you bring it up here.
Yeah.
You can carry all day down here. Do anything you want to do with the ball down here. As long as it's below your chest. You go up here, then it's a carry. But imagine my ball skills back then. If I was allowed to carry. Jason Williams. Really?
Give credit where credit is due.
I would have been awesome. What you laughing at, Jamal?
I'm not laughing. I'm just listening. That's all I'm doing. I'm just listening. I'm not laughing at all. I'm not laughing. Okay. Breaking news is going on. Breaking news going on. Bronny James. Bronny James entered the transfer portal. Coach Julius Hall. What you think about Bronny James? Huh?
Maybe Savannah State has a chance.
Oh Lord.
Maybe that's the only place I see him playing. He ain't like that. He ain't even near like that.
Wow.
I mean, more players in this playing basketball suiting up better than Bronny James. Thousands.
Look at Jay.
Thousands.
Okay, Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
Yeah, I think that transfer portal is just to another college. I don't think he's trying to get into the NBA. I think it's sad though, when to have that kind of pressure on this kid, but unfortunately, he wouldn't even be getting spoken about if he didn't have the same last name. I mean, it is what it is.
I haven't watched the game yet. I have to see if he has the it factor.
He doesn't.
Then I didn't see it yet.
He doesn't.
So,
And I think, again, his brother, on the other hand, his brother got the it factor. His brother is going to be something when he gets to the NBA. And I think the pressure that Bronny feels, because he knows it himself, it's got to be heavy for him. But hopefully he's not naive to think that, let me just go ahead and get in and do this, do that, because of who my father is. Be an agent like the agent you and your dad got now. You could still be a millionaire on your own. That's okay.
yeah. So we're going to go to another commercial break because Coach Julius Hall has said some things that LeBron, we love you. The James family, we love you. Bronny, we down with you. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz, that's them. That's not the opinion of Ebony Sports Reporters. We love you all. Savannah, we love you, Savannah. We love you. So, Ms. Producer, let's go to a commercial right now.
Hello, I'm Richard Coleman, and I'm running for the office of Sheriff of Chatham County. And when I'm elected, I promise to inspect what I expect. Chatham County, it's time for a change, and that change is me, Richard Coleman.
Yeah, it came in. I got it. Yeah, okay. I uploaded. Yeah, I got you. Just sent it to me. I did it. Okay. This is what they say is going to happen to y'all. I just got this. It came from one of our viewers.
Walter trying to bang with Tyson and gets off the ropes. It's a good left to the chin. No one expected too much from Revolta. A combination from Revolta and also a low blow by Revolta. And also like Tyson's forward safety. That was a good left hand. There was a big right hand, and that hurt Revolta. And Jose got the worst of that one. Mouthpiece goes. Tyson is on top of him. There's a big right hand, and Revolta is about to go. All this thing. And another big right hand. Back to the body. There is no spring. And there's a smashing left hand. And wisely. Oh, another big left hand. That's a fighter. Oh, what a shot. And Revolta's down. And that's it.
It wasn't me. It was a viewer who sent that to me. They text me. They sent it. They say, put that on. Let them understand.
No abuse.
That's what they said. They said that's what's going to happen. Since y'all want to talk about Bronny like that, they said that's what's going to happen to y'all.
Y'all ain't keeping it real with this kid.
Coach Julius Hall. What do you think about a beatdown like that, Coach Julius Hall?
Mike beat everybody like that. Everybody was scared of Mike because he hit so hard, and you didn't have time to try to hit him because you were trying to protect yourself.
Right.
Mike was just a killer in the ring. And you say that's gonna happen to who?
They say that's what's gonna happen to y'all because again, I got a call from one of the viewers out of California. That's what they said. That's what they had said.
Oh, okay. Well, Mike Tyson can come on and get in the ring with me. I'm just gonna run and collect the check. I'm just gonna run the whole time and collect my check.
Oh wow!
All right, Coach Fishy, Coach Fritz.
That's what he about to do. He about to fight that kid Jake somebody.
Jake Paul.
That's what's gonna happen on that.
That one hit to the ribs.
That's
gonna be bad.
Yes, indeed.
California, we just talking the real. Let us talk the real. We love y'all.
Keep it real with Bronny. Stop dreams. And it's no negativity, no disrespect. It's the reality. Yeah, he is not good enough for where y'all trying to put him.
Okay. All righty. We'll move on. With regard to this. What has occurred that there's a soccer team, a women's soccer team that had 5 transgender females. They have formerly been males, and that they dominated the entire matches. They won all the games, and even one young lady said that she got an injury, broken leg. And so on Ebony Sports Reports, we have discussed this before. We put it out there, and that some of the coaches tried to shy away from that. They shied away from, getting into the conversation. I say it's going to be some controversy. And so right now, that's what's going on. What are the thoughts with regards to this? Because again, they won the soccer championship and that they dominated. Coach Julius Hall.
It's preoccupied. We can't hear you.
He's frozen.
He's muted.
No, he's muted.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's what I should have stayed. Muted. I should have stayed muted. I don't have nothing to say. I don't want that because see, you be saying the opinions of Julius Hall is not the opinions about black people. So I'm not saying nothing.
All right, Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz. We see it continues, but y'all are newbies on here. Go ahead. What's your thoughts?
I mean, I don't think it's fair. I mean, you trying to tell me all these estrogen shots is gonna suppress all the testosterone they were God given? Like, come on. I think you start to take things too far. Now, if you want to create a league for that, for them, okay.
Yeah.
That's fair. But it becomes unfair. I don't care how many estrogen shots you get, how many outfit feminine changes you make, that will not make you a woman. You can be who you want to be, but your competition should be with each other, not your opponent, which is nowhere near the same gender
or physical build
that you are. So I think it's unfair.
Okay.
And just to add, I think it's even worse when they try to make it seem like, oh, well, you're against us because you don't allow us to be free. It's not that. Black people been trying to be free my whole life, my whole grandparents' life, and their parents' life. So the freedom is there to still be fought, but it's what you're exactly fighting for. Now, if you have your own area, your own, that's different. But when you try to, come on, you're doing too much. You're doing too much.
All right. And that's Ebony Sportsman. That's right. That's the type of stuff we put out there. But again, some traditions still remain. Some of the coaches try to shy away from it. But it's something's going to get even more controversial later on down the road because some people are looking at that's what you're saying, Coach Tisha. But now we come again. Injuries. There have been 31 players on the roster for the Memphis Grizzlies. 31 players. That's the most in NBA history. Coach Tisha, Coach Fritz.
That's I was shocked when I even read that. It's crazy, and but they still can get some wins out of these teams. Some of the teams that they're winning against is like, oh wow. So I'm a little surprised.
31 injuries. What is the strengthening coach doing? What is the trainers are doing? Because that's unheard of. You're supposed to build up the team, not do things where they get hurt. Some of it is really basketball related. I'll give it that, but if your body's not ready for that type of rigorous workout, yeah, you're gonna have injuries. That's a lot of injuries for a team.
Well, and these are significant injuries. These are not just little sprained ankles here and there. These are these guys are out for quite a few games. So yeah, I think you got to look a little deeper as to what's really happening. After the first 10, they should have been looking at it like, whoa, wait a minute. Things are getting out of hand here.
Yeah. Coach Julius Hall.
Well, if you got 31 players on a team in one season, you got to go and check your court. Something is happening. Where'd they get hurt at? Was it all of them there? I don't know. Are they using the wrong wax on the floor or something? What's happening? 31 players on the team in 1 year. I mean, allowed on the team at one time, 15. How many usually get hurt for the whole year? 4 or 5? And now they getting 15, 16 players hurt. Something wrong.
Yeah. Something is wrong. I agree. They were using players from the G League to play for them throughout this season. People on 10-day contracts. There's teams that lost to a bunch of G Leaguers,
which is crazy.
I think Milwaukee is one of them. There's a couple of teams that lost to Memphis, and they were G Leaguers. Shaq and Barkley was laughing about that. So, but 31 players being hurt, and it's not like they're playing on AstroTurf. It's not like Julia said, what's wrong with the court? Is it like, the old courts back in the days, they have cement on the bottom and then you just put a layer of wood on top? Is it that? Because that is unheard of.
Okay. All right. And so now we come to this right here. Again, this is a sport that Coach Julius Hall is fond of also, that in professional soccer, Black coaches are a rarity. And they say, is it probably tied to a lack of diversity in the boardrooms or with regards to the ownership of the teams in professional soccer around the entire world? They said that you don't have a lot of Black coaches. Coach Julius Hall, what's your thoughts on that?
Well, if you give us time, we're probably going to dominate all the sports. They took baseball out. So might as well, they found soccer. So soccer players beware. We have the stamina. If you look at the best soccer players in the world, they're in Africa. The best ones in the world are in Africa. They just don't have the opportunity to come play. Not on a massive scale like they do from the Dominican Republic in baseball. But in soccer, you go over there, those boys do tricks with balls with their feet that you've never seen before. And a lot of them need to be playing professional soccer.
Okay. Coach Fritz and Coach Tisha.
Well, I don't think they want us.
Agreed.
I think that's part of it. It's not a lot of coaches because it's not a lot of players either. And like you said, they know we'll dominate. So they keep us at bay. They'll sprinkle a little here, sprinkle a little there. And then it'll be another 10, 15 years before you see another one that look like us. So, I mean, I think it's just the way that it's been. Then it's up to the parents to get their kids engaged in different sports. Not everyone is meant to play basketball, football. There are other sports out here. But if they don't, have the opportunity to see it and realize like, oh, wait, there aren't that many out there that look like me. Let me be the first one. Let me be the second one, and so forth. But, I think the parents need to be just as engaged as their students are, as their children are.
Okay.
Agreed.
And Angel Reese made that announcement that she's gonna go pro, WNBA, she's gonna go pro. And so we're gonna again, Angel going pro. And what are your thoughts with regard to the WNBA draft, Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz? What do you foresee with regard to that?
I'm excited for her. I'm happy for her. And I hope she ends up with a good team. I mean, at this point, I think whatever team she ends up with is still a building team. But I think it'll be a good look. And it is good for the fan base. You followed her during her college career. Now follow her through her WNBA. And now maybe these women can get more revenue in these stadiums when they're playing. Even the guys actually making time to go watch them so the fans can say, oh, yeah, this is a game I need to take my kids to go see, or I want to see personally.
Angel Reese, I'm happy for her that she declared. It's good for her. She already won a championship, national championship. She has nothing to prove. The WNBA needs to get sponsorship revenues to pay these women so they don't go overseas, because these girls that's been playing college ball this last couple of years, like 4 years ago, you like, whatever. This year, they're much watched TV.
They just broke a record the other day.
The other day, you need a anti-hero, you need a hero, and they had that. So this is going to be good for the WNBA. It's going to be much watched TV. The draft is going to be on its own just to watch it. It has come a long way, but Lord have mercy, there's a lot of players. These are the next group of players that's going to transcend the WNBA and take it to another level. Juju Watkins, Kaylin Clark, Reese, Hannah Hidalgo. Nobody's paying attention to her, but she could ball. I love her game. Mm-hmm. Those are the future of the WNBA. You know what I'm saying? And Flau'jae Johnson, she could go.
She got about another 2 years left.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people. Flowers, they got a lot of people in the college game right now that will transcend the WNBA to another level. It might be a point where everybody's more excited to watch the WNBA than the NBA.
And since Coach Fritz he been around Coach Julius Hall for so long, so okay, that was going to be a topic. Sue Bird has gone and said that Caitlin, Angel, Juju, and Paige should not have to go overseas to play. So throwing out Sue Bird, again, legendary Sue Bird, she threw it out there and say, hey, so Coach Teacher, you got any thoughts with regard to that? We're going to combine that and then throw it on to Coach Julius Hall for his thoughts with regard to all this right here. So again, anything you want to add to that, what Sue Bird said?
Women should have to go overseas, not just those specific ones that she pointed out. None of the women should have to go overseas to make money. What is the difference? Their gender? What are the other differences? Like, these girls are proven that they're worth watching. Why else is there a WNBA? The owners are making the money. Why the players can't make the money? So no, I don't say just put it on the people she handpicked out. It's not fair to everybody else that's been hustling. I think it should be
the brand for the WNBA will be big with these girls coming in. They need to step up their brand, because the new wave that's out there now that's playing and that's entering the draft, they're going to transcend the league. And that's how I see it.
Now, it wasn't me, Coach Fritz, but the producer sent me a text message and said that, hey, listen, he already had his turn. Go on to Coach Julius Hall. That was the producer had said. That's why I'm just letting you know. So, Coach Julius Hall, Sue Bird comment. Angel, and your thoughts with regard to the draft of the WNBA.
Well, I agree 100% with Sue Bird. The NFL, the WNBA, well, really the NBA needs to just swallow up the WNBA and make they got this $1 billion industry. Pay these girls. You see the elevation in the women's basketball. Have the women play right before the men, like we used to do in high school. You'll get all the people out to the stadium. To the arenas. It'll be more enjoyable, especially if you get them 2 for the price of 1. Just swallow it up, And then those girls going to I don't think that Angel should have declared, because the highest salary is what, $80,000. I think she can make more money in college. And she could still do her thing and win a championship next year with her and Flau'jae, because ain't nobody gonna be out there. Don Staley will be the only thing in their way. Juju got a team to build around. So I think that that she shouldn't have went to the draft yet, because she can still have all her freedom to do all the stuff she need to do and win another national championship.
Okay. All right. Even though I want to say Coach Lisa Gottlieb for USC got black children. Just to let y'all know that. You know that, right? So it's a lot has gone on with regards to women basketball in particular this year right here. Is I can say for the past year, a lot has gone on. So that's why we've been reserving all this for the end, because we've now winding on down to the last minutes of the show. And so we're going to start out with this right here, have some conversation about some of this stuff right here, because some people got mad about some stuff, but we're going to throw this out here to you first.
The most disrespected person in America is the black woman. The most unprotected person in America is the black woman. The most neglected person.
Talk about it.
But other players for Indiana have got to step up. And as you can see, the tension is just killing South Carolina right now. I'm telling you.
So we're going to get into all this right here, because it's been going on. Fox, ESPN, everybody has been getting involved. And so that's why we do what we do. We don't shy away, because, see, some coaches like to shy away. We don't shy away from it. So this is a matter right here. And so we threw it on out there because people have been looking at this. I had coaches I'm talking lyric coaches, outside of these coaches, send me messages, said, look at this right here. Look at this. So they got upset that Camilla and Raven did the Macarena, and people were raining down criticism at them with their lack of professionalism, their lack of sportsmanship. They were doing Macarena. So, Coach Julius Hall.
Some people just need to get a life, because you let people do them. And listen, people are going to complain about everything. I learned that a while ago. Don't let nothing bother you. So if y'all see me, ain't too much can bother me unless it's a problem here at the house or something. Ain't nothing can bother me, because I'm going to do what I do. They going to do what they do. The haters going to always hate. So why would you even let them occupy space in your head? Malcolm was right. The most, I don't know whether it's the black woman anymore. It's probably the black man now.
Yes.
Because see, they've given the black women status over the black man.
They've given, or we've
mute him, because we calling the black women basketball players right now. This producer, mute him. See, again, he wants to go. We ain't talking about that right now. We focus on this right here. See, because again, he think because he brown chocolate, he think he just do that. Thank you. They muted. Thank you, Miss Producer. We're gonna move on. Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz. Thank you.
I have.
Thank you.
Hold on. I understand what you're saying, and Coach Teacher said, "Given or we earned." You earned, but you're also giving it because you're earning it. You know that the woman's place is behind the man. Y'all getting too many rights. Y'all get, I mean, there's nothing wrong with your rights, but you're getting a little too
We need to move on. We got some other Mr. Producer. Mute him. The pigeon Coach Julius Hall, Miller Pigeon Coach Julius Hall. Not the other sports reporters. Yes. So Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz, go on, please.
Malcolm was right, but as time has gone, it's both of us that's being disrespected, both the men and the women, on different levels, on different aspects.
Let me go and edit something right there. I put that out there to say right now we have seen an issue. Let me go to Chris Broussard. I hate to do this because I was trying to let y'all go. I was trying to set it up for everybody to go and see and look at what has been going on, in particular regarding Caitlin and other people, because some things will not happen because they have criminalized Angel. They criminalized the LSU basketball players. You have other people talking about this right here. They call them dirty debutantes and all of this right here. And even Moki had to come out and say something. I'm saying, Ebony, sports reporters, we got to be on top of this. So I'm just going to go, let me go to Chris Broussard because we ain't even got to make no commentary. We just let the videos show, let them run.
Well, it's just very sad that, I mean, winning the national championship should be one of the highlights of her life. And for her to say she hasn't had peace since then, it's just terrible. It's heart-wrenching, all right? And we know last year there was a controversy, and that's, to me, kind of when it began.
The start.
When there was
doing this in front of Caitlin.
And people jumping all over her and saying nothing about Caitlin Clark doing it. That was racism. And I think it was classism, too, because if she was some suburban black girl who was, acted differently, I don't know if it would be as people would be on her as much. So I think it's unfortunate she's going through that. There was the article in the LA Times that compared the LSU players to dirty debutantes. And I don't think the writer meant it in a pornographic way, but people said once you Googled it, and Kim Mulkey said it, you Google it, it turns to pornography. So I don't think he really meant it that way. I don't think he knew it, because that wasn't the thing that came to my mind. I just thought he's trying to turn a phrase. But she's the reason, not that, because she's kind of the face of that team, and he was looking negatively at that team because of what he thinks about her. And for her to have to go through that, like Kim Mulkey said, it is terrible that college kids have to go through this. Now, I will say this. As you become more popular, and as women's basketball is becoming more and more popular, they will also get some of the negatives that come with popularity in terms of, LeBron James is the greatest example. He is an awesome player, obviously, but with his stature has come a whole bunch of criticism and scrutiny that he has to have. It should be different with college kids, and a lot of times it is. Like when I wrote, I would not criticize college kids or certainly high school. Yeah, the same way pro. They're not getting paid. I know they are now with NIL, but they're not professionals. And so it should be different in that regard. But it's just, it's unfortunate. And a lot of what she's talking about also is social media. Not just traditional media.
A genesis of this is last year's NCAA tournament. 4 years ago, the women couldn't even use March Madness. They weren't even thought of highly enough to be a part of what they've earned. Only the men could use it. Now, if you cut the men off of TV and put them on a streaming network where we couldn't see them, we wouldn't beg for it either. But you're going to want to see Caitlin Clark. You're going to want to see the South Carolina girls, the LSU girls. You're going to want to see Notre Dame. You want to see Stanford. You want to see the Audie Crooks out at Iowa State. Like, you want to see all these players play. But here is my thought on it. This is because the women's game needed a hero or anti-hero. The men's game has always had it. They've had the Larry Birds versus the Magic Johnsons. You've had the Lou Alcindors. You've had the Bill Waltons. You've had the Christian Leitners. You've had the J.J. Reddicks that people hate. You had the UNLV, the Fab Five. There were all of these things you could grab onto. Women's never had that. And no matter what we say, we understand who has, for the recent years, dominated American basketball. It's been African Americans. Yep. Now you get this down-home young white woman from Iowa with a team that is mostly white, that is leading them up against all of these big, bad, athletic, talented Power 5 programs. She becomes America's hero. And then now who comes along? The biggest and the baddest and the most dominant, South Carolina, right? So you had this faction of people that wanted to continue to see that hero go, wanted to see that hero continue to beat the odds, fight through the adversity. And she beat South Carolina. And I said she because it was her, right? And then now you're facing this brash, new, upstart LSU, Angel Reese. They got a rapper on the team, right? Everything about this team is totally different from this team. Everything about the way this team is viewed, which could be the same action of this team, is totally different, right? And then you have the epic matchup that ends with Angel Reese and the Can't See Me. And now it starts this whole thing where people want to know these humans.
Hold up. A gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Now, if you want to say, well, Acho, cater your take based upon gender, Acho, cater your take based upon race, I will understand that. But I'm about to give a gender-neutral, racially indifferent take. Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog. Because if you want to act grown, which she has, if you want to get paid like you grown, which you are, if you want to talk to grown folks like you grown, which you did post-game when you told a coach for an opposing team, watch your mouth. If you want to tell people get your money up, then post-game when you take an L, you just got to take it on the chin. Nobody mourns when the villain catches an L. And Angel Reese, you have self-proclaimed to be the villain. Shout out to you because you were the second best basketball player on the court, and it was not close. Outside of Caitlin Clark, it was you. 17 and 20. Circumstance, go to the podium and now try to ask for individuals to give you sympathy. No one has sympathy for the villain. You painted the bullseye on your back. Why are you surprised when people shoot at you? So if you want to act grown, if you want to pose grown, if you want to talk grown, if you want to talk to grown folks grown, then you got to take the L like you grown. Because what frustrated me is when you want.
I saw the take my brother Emmanuel Acho made about Angel Reese on Fox Sports.
Angel Reese, you can't beat a big bad wolf, but then kind of cry like Courage the Cowardly Dog.
I like Acho, but I think he missed the ball on this one. The media made Angel Reese the villain, just like they made Caitlin Clark the America's sweetheart. I don't think Angel Reese said, hey, I want to be the villain. I think she ran with the title. And as a former villain, I know how that goes. Like, she ran with it. I was a villain at one point. So she's like, fuck it, they're going to use it, try to use this against me. I'm going to use it to my benefit. But I think the one thing you can't debate is her game and the numbers she puts up and her talent. And it's weird that everyone has an issue with her talking shit or her even crying in the post-press conference, but don't talk enough about her game, I feel. Like, she's damned if she does, damned if she don't. She gets criticized for talking shit. She gets criticized for crying. But if you think about it, Acho, it's her last college game. She's going to the league. So she had a great run at LSU, captivated the world, helped change really the viewership in women's basketball. And obviously there was other women that helped with that. But Angel Reese was a big part of that. So of course, after a tough loss, she's going to kind of reflect and be emotional. And you're a former athlete, you know that. So to say that she can't cry or she has to, because the media labeled her, she has to be a thug all the time or the villain all the time, because that shit ain't true. You guys have a problem when she talks shit. You guys have a problem when she gets emotional and cries. Like, you guys have a problem with her just being emotional, which is crazy. Everybody's emotional. She just plays with on her sleeve. Similar to Draymond Green. It's crazy. I've never seen a female, first of all, get this much just hate, constant hate. People are constantly hating. I feel like it's hate. Now, she talks shit, yeah, she plays with the edge, yeah, that's okay. That's what made all of us start watching college basketball again, and Caitlin Clark shooting from half court and all these talented women. But that's their game, that's what they do. Like, why do we have such a problem with it when it's women, but men are out here and it's not an issue? Dude's been talking shit and been crying after losses, snot-nosed, teary-eyed. But whenever she does it, it's such an issue, and I just think it's kind of weird to me, man. But y'all carry on.
So I was going to do them one at a time, but I said, let me just let it flow so people go and see, because we want y'all, just like Ebony spoke. Fox is talking about, ESPN is talking about, everybody else talking about. Guess what? I want everybody looking at us right now. We don't shy away. We don't run away from it. And we put it out. This is Ebony Sports Reporters, because, again, we do Ebony Sports, and this is what we do. I'm saying this to the audience out there, that we don't shy away from it. So I'm going to let them just go and have the conversation. I'm just going to chill and sit back. Coach Teacher, Coach Fritz.
I mean, of course, I was absolutely angry with Acho. I felt, and I've always felt like he's just disconnected from the reality of not just his race, but women in general. Like, I thought it was a poor choice of words that he used. And again, I don't think he looks at the bigger picture. This girl is must-watch TV. And she got all of us to watch. The fact that he made the comment of her having the bullseye on her back, she didn't put it there. Society put it there.
Yes, the media put it there. Caitlin did the same thing first to LSU. Now, Angel Reese did that back to you because some of her friends was on the team.
And there's nothing wrong with doing it, though. I mean, again, isn't that what you want to see? The rivalry? It's not like they say, meet me outside behind the gym so we could, put hands on each other. You're doing it on the court. And that's what makes the game even more interesting. Now you're like, damn, I can't wait to that next matchup.
See, the media made an anti-hero, and then it made a hero. They got a sweetheart and they had a villain. And then last week, that was the most televised game.
Yeah, they broke history
for college women.
But you don't hear them talking about that part. That should have been the first thing you said. Yeah. History was made that night,
especially for the women's basketball. He is so disconnected. He's so off. I don't even know what career. I never even heard of him in the NFL of what career he ever had. But you can't come out and talk about a kid, a college player, the way you did. She's not a professional. She's a college kid.
See, this is not the first time Acho done said some things that definitely ruffled my feathers.
Hold on. I wrote it down. Chris Broussard, love you. First thing first. Put God first, like you always say, but he's right. You cannot talk about a kid like that. You're talking about her. She should take this smoke. She should take this L. All of the players that are good that take a L, they start crying. The first thing that they do, so nobody don't see them, they go in the back.
Look at Joel Embiid. What, 4 years ago? You talk about crying and snot slinging. I ain't hear nobody talking about that. What is he, 7 feet tall? Come on, stop it. Emotions are emotions, and they're warranted when they happen. It's okay. Doesn't make you less of a man or less of a woman. That we're made of emotion, but don't try to bring her down just because she's able to show. That was her last game as a college player. Why wouldn't you be emotional? You look at where you came from. You switched schools, no less, in the middle of your career, and you were still able to come out on top. You didn't win the game, but guess what? You broke a record that game, though.
Yep.
You had more people watching that game in the history of college women's basketball. That's a win in itself. And I think Acho's just a freaking idiot, to be honest.
I agree with Matt Barnes and what he said about that whole thing.
Yeah.
So that's that.
Well, Coach Julius Hall, he had a tennis match at Forsyth Park where he played for Tompkins, and he lost the match. And he then went crying and slobbering after the tennis match. Coach Julius Hall played in a JV basketball game, junior varsity basketball game at Jenkins. He lost then, and he left out, hanging out, crying and slobbering this, snot coming down his nose. And they say, where'd that boy go? They say he ran out. So Coach Julius Hall, you got the floor right now. You take it, just run with it.
What that had to do with this here subject, what you just talked about? What the hell?
You had snot coming down your nose. You was crying because you had lost.
Listen, y'all not gonna like me after I get through saying what I'm saying. But Matt Barnes, I don't remember you being no damn villain. You ain't never been nothing like that. You played with some superstars. That's the only way we knew you. Now, I agree with everything all of them said, even Ocho, whatever his name is. I agree with him too, because y'all evidently don't watch this girl. I got a lot more time. I guess I watch her more than y'all do. Talking about Angel Reese. Angel, ain't nobody put no villain on her. She put the villain on her damn self. This girl is gangster. That's why I like her. She gangster. She know this ain't no joke about no media putting no bulls out on her. She put the bulls out on her because it's all about this. I watch her. I see all her stuff every day. I watch it. This girl all over the media. Do you see what she say to players in the game? Bitch, I know you ain't talking to me. That's what she says to players. She's gangster. That's why I like her. Because she got what? It. She got it. She said, I know you ain't talking to me. How many points you got? She talks that noise. You know what I'm saying? So I agree with each and every one of those guys because I see their point of view. But I don't feel sorry for Angel Reese. She making money. That's what this is about. You know, she grown. She ain't no little girl. She grown. She doing what she do. She making that paper. Y'all just Google and I bet you'll be on there for 5 hours watching all the content she got.
Oh no, she does. I mean, I don't think she's looking for anyone to feel sorry for her. I think she wants it to be an equal playing field. If you're gonna talk about her, then what's wrong with Caitlyn? Ain't nobody talking about that.
One thing, sister. One thing. I would agree with you on that if Caitlyn Clark wasn't producing. I would agree on you with you on that if Caitlyn Clark won all that and a bag of chips. She's a generational player that you won't see again. Ain't nobody could shoot like that. I have never seen a man shoot like that. None ever. She is just that. She is that dude. I mean that girl. she like that. I mean, it takes a lot for me to say that. This girl is like that. And if I tell you she like that, she's like that. I look at talent, you know. And if she couldn't back up her trash talking, you know, then I'd be saying, yeah, you know, no, that's racist. No, that's no. This girl is all that in a bag of chips.
So how do you feel in reference to her being emotional at the press conference?
Who being emotional?
Reese.
After you lose, you're gonna be emotional. You lost. That's the competitiveness in her. Yes. She wants to win.
Yes.
She's gonna be. But I guarantee you she ain't gonna be emotional when Nike cut that check. When Pizza Hut cut that check. When Coca-Cola cut that check. You know what I'm saying? She ain't gonna be.
She's gonna be emotional
just for a different reason.
She's gonna be emotional.
Mama, here you go.
She's gonna be laughing all the way to the bank.
She's doing it all. You know, I love Angel Reese because she gangster. She don't let nobody. She don't let nothing phase her. The part where everybody's seen about her crying and everything. That's just the competitive spirit in her.
Yeah.
And I related to that. I'm looking at it and saying I understand. But I also knew I watched all the stuff she do. She's gangster, which it takes. You got to have that it factor. Like, you can't see me, you know? Yeah. And I like the fact that Caitlyn Clark was doing that. It made you step up your game. That's why them people beat her, because it made them step up their game. It was disrespectful to them, but it was part of the game, you know?
Yeah.
So it makes certain things make you step up your game, you know?
Facts.
Yeah.
Facts.
So this has been Ebony's Sports Reporters. And so just to share, that, again, it goes beyond the Angel, and this is for the audience. This goes beyond Angel and Caitlin. This goes to vilification of young Black females. And this is what happened. Black females are vilified and Black boys are vilified. They are punished harsher. And so we see that with the media. And again, what happens too, that it's not just them. This is happening in high schools. This is happening in college. And that is the ones who don't, people know their names, and people who don't know their names, that this is how they get attacked and get addressed, and people put them down and punish them. So that's why Ebony Sports Reports, we want to put it out there. That's the glaring thing people see. But then also what you go and see is that they then uplift these, we call the Taylor Swifts in athletics. And so then that way you make sure that Caucasian women are protected and that they are safe, they are isolated. And so you put it out there to them. And this has been a long-going issue that has gone on, and that now people are finally beginning to pick up and not having the conversation where before people have been silent about it. And so Ebony Sports Reporters, we want to put it out there so people do not begin to understand it. When you not go and address that high school athlete and your newspapers, and also some of you in the communities, understand, think about where they're coming from. Think about their experiences. Think about how that's impacting them. When you as an adult now come after them. And so this is happening not just in Savannah, Georgia, it's happening in Brooklyn. We see across in California that you have young athletes, African-American athletes, and African-American, actually, let me back up and say African-American schools, predominant African-American schools, these inner city schools who get attacked and get addressed and vilified in the media and by other people. That again, when they make the comments and they can go and do things, as one school, one private school here, you have a private school go there and they make ape sounds when you have Black players on the court. Happened in Savannah, Georgia. And the media here just wanted to say nothing about it. But then it did come out on Ebony Sports Reporters. So what we look at is the continuation. So that's been Ebony Sports Reporters with Coach Julius Hall, Coach Fritz, and Coach Tisha. We're going to see y'all on next week. And we'll be right back, and we're going to see what's going to happen with regards to March Madness.
All right.
We out of here. Peace.
Nice.
Like this.